Self-love gets talked about like it's this fuzzy, feel-good concept, something you either have or you don't, something that just happens to you. But what if it's actually something you do? What if self-love is an art, a practice, something you actively cultivate through the choices you make every single day? Because here's the thing that I want you to really, really understand. Self-love isn't about waiting to feel good about yourself, and it isn't something you need to wait for, and it certainly isn't something you'll be handed on a silver platter or worrying whether you deserve it or wondering if you're worthy of, because you most definitely are. You see, self-love does take a little bit of work. Sorry to be the messenger on this one, but it's not hard. It's about acting your way into feeling good about yourself. It's a little trick for your brain. It's about showing up for yourself again and again in the smallest, most consistent ways. So if you're ready to stop waiting for self-love to find you and start building it with intention and grace, then grab your cup of tea, your cozy blanket, your affirmation journal, and let's walk this journey together, one step at a time. Do you find yourself struggling with constant anxiety, stress, or burnout? Maybe you're navigating through overwhelming waves of sadness or darkness. Has someone allowed you to believe that you're unworthy? Well then, we're here to debunk those beliefs and help you to overcome them. Hello, my friend, and welcome to the Radiance from Within podcast, guiding Christian women to build their confidence and self-worth. My name is Heidi, and I'm so excited to have you here. We'll work together to help you overcome negative beliefs by incorporating prayer, devotionals, and journaling into your daily routine. Additionally, we'll explore the power of words and how they can impact your mindset and well-being. Because when you unleash your inner peace, you will find the desire and strength to spread kindness and compassion. Join me each week and unlock your radiance from within. Discover your power and strength and embark on a journey of self-discovery and empowerment. Hello, beautiful. Last week, we talked about 5 easy-peasy practices of wellness for you to select from. Wake with intention, nourish your body, move with love, enjoy life, and spend time with your peeps. We laid the foundation. This week, we're diving into the how, because knowing you should wake with intention is one thing, but actually doing it with self-love, that's the art. So this week, I'd like to explore 6 ways you can actively grow your self-love through consistent behavior and mindset. And here's what I want you to hear right from the start. Self-love isn't something you fall into. It's not passive. It's something you build brick by brick, choice by choice. And Psalm 139 opens this conversation so beautifully. You have searched for me, Lord, and you know me. You know when I sit and when I rise. You hear my every thought. I trust you, Lord. I am an open book to you, even from a distance. You always know what I am thinking. Meaning, before we do anything else, we must lay our requests, our needs, our worries before God. That's where self-love begins. And self-awareness is first. It's the foundation. But what does that actually mean exactly? Well, self-awareness is recognizing and understanding your own emotions, needs, and desires without judgment. Think about it. How often do you actually pause and ask yourself, what do I need right now? What am I feeling? Most of us are too busy answering everyone else's needs to tune into our own. But self-love starts with knowing yourself. It starts with getting curious about your emotions instead of pushing them away. It begins by asking, what am I feeling? Why am I feeling it? And what do I need in this very moment? When you practice self-awareness, you're saying to yourself, your feelings matter. Your needs matter. You matter. That's self-love in action. Now, self-compassion is where it gets tender. Self-compassion is treating yourself with the same kindness and empathy you'd give to your bestie, especially during a difficult time. Think about how you talk to yourself when you mess up, when you make a mistake, or when you fall short of your own expectations. Do you talk to yourself like you'd talk to someone you love? Or do you talk to yourself like you're the enemy? For so many of us, that inner voice is brutal. It's harsh, unforgiving. We carry shame and guilt and replay our mistakes on a loop over and over. But self-compassion says you are human. You are allowed to be imperfect. You're allowed to mess up and still be worthy of love. Self-compassion is the moment you catch yourself spiraling in shame. Pause and say, okay, that was hard. That didn't go the way I wanted it, and I'm still okay. I still love me. I'm still enough. That's the art of self-love. Third on our list for today is self-acceptance. Self-acceptance is embracing our flaws, your quirks, your imperfections, and forgiving yourself for those mistakes. And here's the thing. We spend so much energy trying to be someone else, to look a certain way, to act a certain way, to meet everyone else's expectations of who we should be. But what if you accepted the version of the you that you actually are? Not someday, not when you lose the weight or get the promotion or have your life all figured out. Right now, the you, the crooked smile, or who cries too easily. That's me. The you with the messy house and the stretch marks and the scars. The you with the big dreams and the small doubts. The you that's a work in progress. Self-acceptance says this is who I am, and that's more than enough. When you accept yourself, flaws and all, you stop wasting energy on shame and you start redirecting that energy toward growth, toward love, toward actually becoming the person you want to be, not the person you think you should be. How are you doing so far, my sweet? Is this hitting in the right spot, I hope? This isn't supposed to sting. This is supposed to make you sing. And if you need a cheerleader in your corner, you've always got me. And of course, we both have God, don't we? And to help you remember each and every day, I want you to put these words from Philippians 3 in bold on your bathroom sticky note. I may not have everything all together, but I am well on my way, reaching out for Christ when I need, who has so wondrously reached out for me. But one thing I do, forgetting what is behind and straining toward what is ahead, I press on toward the goal. His compassion is there. His grace supports us. His faithfulness shows up again and again. And if God extends that kind of compassion to you, then maybe, just maybe, you can extend that same compassion to yourself. Maybe you can accept yourself the way He accepts you. Perfect, just the way you are. Now, let's talk about boundaries, because self-love isn't just about what you do for yourself. It's also about what you don't do. Setting healthy boundaries means prioritizing your well-being by communicating your needs clearly and saying no to things that drain you. And listen, I get it. Many of us were taught that saying no is selfish, that boundaries are unkind, that the loving thing to do is to give and give and give until there's nothing left. But that's not love. That's depletion. Self-love says my energy is a gift. My time is precious, and I get to choose how I spend both. Setting a boundary might look like saying no to a commitment when your plate is already full. Protecting your morning quiet time before checking social media. I heard from someone today that she likes to create before she consumes. I thought that was beautiful. Number 3 on our boundary list might be closing your laptop at 6 p.m. because your mental health depends on it. Those ideas aren't selfish acts. They are survival. These are how you keep your cup full so you actually have something to pour into others. Okay? Now let me ask you something else. What's the type of conversation you have with yourself all day long? What language do you use? Because your inner dialogue is everything. Positive self-talk is replacing that harsh inner critic with a supportive, encouraging internal voice. Here's what I mean. Instead of saying you're so stupid, you always mess things up, you'll never be good enough, try saying, I am learning. I am trying. I am doing my best. And that's enough. Ephesians 4:29 tells us this so beautifully. When you talk, do not say harmful things, but say what people need. Words that will help them become stronger. Then what you say will help those who listen to you. The words you say to yourself matter. They shape how you see yourself. They shape what you believe is possible. When you practice positive self-talk, you're literally rewiring your brain to believe you are worthy, that you are capable, and that you are lovable. And finally, our self-care actions. This is the doing part. Engaging in activities that support your physical, mental, and emotional health. Healthy eating, sufficient sleep, pursuing hobbies, taking a bath, going for a walk, spending time with people who lift you up. Self-care actions are how you prove to yourself that you matter. Because here's what I know about you, beautiful. You take care of the people you love. You show up for them. You prioritize their well-being. So the question is, are you doing that for yourself? Are you showing up for yourself with the same devotion you show up for everyone else? Self-care actions scream, I am worth the effort. And when you make those actions consistent, that's when the magic happens. That's when self-love stops being a concept and becomes a feeling you carry in your body. All right, so we've just talked about 6 different ways to cultivate self-love through consistent action and intention. And I know what you might be thinking, Heidi, that's a lot. How am I supposed to do all 6 at once? And my answer is quite simply, you're not. It's a menu, okay? What I want you to do instead is look at that list. Ready? Self-awareness. Self-compassion, self-acceptance, setting boundaries, positive self-talk, and self-care actions. Which one of those struck the strongest chord with you? What spoke the loudest to your soul? Whatever it is, pick that one. And I'm going to challenge you to practice it for 21 days. Not 2, not 1, 21. They say it takes 21 days to make a habit. Some say even 60 or 90, but let's be a little gentle on ourselves and start with 21. And here's the simplicity of this practice. If after 5 or 7 days it's not clicking, if it doesn't feel right, pick another. As with everything around here, the point isn't perfection, the point is consistency. It's showing up for yourself with small, sustainable steps. Remember what we learned a few weeks back when we sat in the ashes with Job? Remember how he had to rebuild one day at a time? That's how you bring yourself up and out of those ashes, my sweet, one day at a time, with consistent small steps. And if you walk away with nothing else today, I want you to remember this. You were created in his image, his. And I highly doubt he thinks of himself as disorganized, ugly, or unlovable. I highly doubt he sits around and beats himself up for not being perfect. So if you disagree with me, if you still believe you're not worthy of self-love, let me leave you with Psalm 143. Let the morning bring me word of your unfailing love, for I have put my trust in you. Show me the way I should go, for to you I entrust my life. His love is unfailing, and it extends to you, all of you. The messy parts and the beautiful parts and the parts you're still figuring out. Let that truth stay close to your heart. Now, let's settle in for our prayer. Deep breath in and out. Heavenly Father, thank you for creating us in your image. Thank you for loving us so completely, so freely, so faithfully. Help us to see ourselves the way you see us, a beloved child of God, worthy, enough. Give us the courage to practice self-love, not out of vanity or selfishness, but out of respect for the gift you've given us. Help us choose ourselves with the same tenderness we choose for others. And when we forget, when we slip back into shame or self-doubt, tap us on the shoulder. Remind us again and again and again. We are yours. We are a beloved child of God. And we lift all of this up in Jesus' name. Amen. My sweet, please, please remember this is a menu of options to try. Take what works and leave the rest. And if that verse was too long for your sticky note, this one from Proverbs will surely give you the strength to press on when you want to throw in that towel. She is clothed with strength and dignity. She laughs without fear of the future. And until we meet again, beautiful, I believe in you. Now, it's your turn. Thank you for joining me on today's podcast. But before you go, a simple request. If this podcast has made a difference in your life, please leave a review where you listen and share this episode with someone who could use a little light today. Knowing my show has impacted your life brings me so much joy. Remember to explore my Etsy boutique to discover the workbook you need most this month. And until next time, my friend, ignite inspiration, spread hope, and dance with faith.